What is going on, guys? So you get that love of your life, everything's, and you say, hey, I'm going to take you back to my country, or I'd like to, but then some questions pop in your mind and you start thinking about them. And you say, hey, how can a Ukrainian woman really be happy in my home country, whether it's the UK, US, Australia, Canada, wherever you're from? How can they really be happy? So let's take a look. And I was answering and thinking about these questions myself. I had to go through these questions and come up with really what is the right way to do this. So the first thing I was thinking of, am I really happy in the US where I'm living? Or this might pertain to you. Are you really happy in the UK or Canada? And for me, I love living in the US. Yes, it has its upsides and downsides. Well, I think Russian culture is cool. Middle Eastern culture is cool. And definitely Ukrainian culture is really exciting. I say it's great to be happy in the country that you're living at and then bring her along for the ride. And also be sure to appreciate her culture and then try and travel back and forth. That's the cool thing. That's the exciting part about actually having somebody from a different culture. They can get the best of your culture and you can experience the best of theirs. And you're saying, hey, I'm not so convinced. Well, okay, that's fine. I would ask you, do you really like being single? Now, a lot of people say, hey, you know, that doesn't make sense to me. And I say, hey, I didn't really like, being single. That's the thing. I mean, granted, there's some, I've been up and downs in relationships, and sometimes I had to stay single for a while just to get everything together. But it's great to have a partner, somebody around, just thinking, the same thoughts, really coming together with you, helping you out. And it's a team effort. When you find that right person, it makes you feel like you can do anything. So do you want to feel like that? Do you want to feel that amazing feeling? I know I did. And I was happy to feel that feeling. It's a great feeling. And I was thinking, did I really want to find the right woman in Odessa, Ukraine? Now, for me, I looked around in a lot of different places. While there are definitely some women that I liked in the past in the Western part of the world, I was looking outside into different cultures. And one great thing is the traditional culture really makes it helpful to find someone who's not only willing to commit to a long-term relationship, but start a family. And that's a really exciting prospect. I know a lot of people, there's a lot of hookup culture in the West, and there are some people interested in starting a family, but not the way I found it in Odessa, Ukraine. That's something really, really exciting about that, and exciting about that part of the world and other parts of the world. So for me, that's awesome, finding the right woman in Odessa, Ukraine. And then the question comes up, do I want to marry her and spend the rest of my life with her? And when I find someone that wants to be with me exclusively, doesn't want to be with anybody else, isn't checking their phone and looking at, somebody else to hang out with, isn't goofing off or playing games. Yes, that's someone I want to marry, someone I want to be with. And the greatest part about that is, that's a companion you have for life. That when you marry someone, that marriage is going to mean something. And for me, I'm happy when my marriage means something. I don't want to just hang out. I don't want to just, be goofy. I want things to work. I want to marry somebody, have that long-term relationship. And that's it. That's powerful. And I find for you it'll also be powerful. And one thing I thought about it is, did I expect everything to become better or become perfect afterwards? And the answer is simply no. While it's a great thing, it makes you feel energized. It makes you feel excited. It makes you feel like you can lift the world. There is a part where, you're going to go through arguments and different stuff like that. And that's not just with someone from Ukraine, obviously. That's with anybody. So it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to change your life. And really, I was asking myself, is this worth it? You have to ask yourself, is this worth it? If it is worth it to you, now is the time to say, hey, it's not going to be perfect, but it's worth going through it. And that's just about everything in life. I had to answer that question in my career. I'd answer that question with fitness and even in my love life. And I said, hey, it's not going to be perfect. I'm going to take the plunge. And Can the 90-Day Fiance series actually be positive or influence, her or me both? And one thing I would say is this: it can influence you. It definitely did influence me in some ways, but it's not the only thing. Reason is, a series can give you some ideas, can give you some thoughts, can even give you some inclinations. But at the end of the day, TV, movies, experiences, series, and stuff like that, or even simulated series, those are just going to give you ideas. They are theoretical. You have to eventually stop taking theory and start taking action. It's the only way things are going to get done in this world. And that's one thing that I think that's going to be awesome. So those are some questions that I had to deal with. Hopefully that helps you deal with the questions you may be struggling with. Now, here's some actions you can take. These are selfless actions, and they will make your Ukrainian wife or girlfriend happy in your nation. And that's something that you really want, because if you do these actions and they're not complicated, you can have happy wife, happy life. Isn't that what we all want? So the simple thing is, when she gets to your nation, let her decide what she wants to do. Now, she's interested in a particular career field. If she wants to, look at a certain aspect of culture, let her decide, let her live her life. One big mistake is some people get too clingy or they get too obstructive in others' relationships and say, you're going to do this, this, and this. Being authoritative in a relationship isn't good. You definitely want to trust your partner, but you don't want to pull her in and say, hey, I'm going to control your life. She's not going to feel comfortable. She just came to a new nation. Let her decide what she wants to do, especially career-wise and the different aspects of culture she wants to take a look at. And you want to share your personal and professional lives with her. You don't want to keep her out of the loop of anything. And she's going to feel more comfortable if you're telling her about what's going on at work. If you're telling her what's going on personally, she's going to get to know the real you. And why wouldn't you want to share that with someone if you're going to spend your life with them? Really share your life with people, and they share it with yours. It's a beautiful thing. And you want to introduce her to everyone you know and everyone you love. Introduce her family members, friends. That's going to make her feel comfortable. It's going to make her feel awesome when, oh, this is your family? That's awesome. These are your friends. Your friends are great. They're all welcoming her, and she's going to feel much more comfortable. It's an awesome feeling, really. And if you're dating someone, you're eventually going to have to introduce her to mom and dad. Am I right? So after you've done that, you may want to encourage her to drive or go anywhere she needs or wishes. So you can help her, if she's having trouble with driving, help her learn how to drive, and then help her with maybe getting even a vehicle or an automobile. It doesn't have to be anything super expensive, guys. And then once she's able to do so, allow her to drive where she needs to go or where she wishes, so she's able to be mobile. Especially, this is going to help in a lot of situations where if you can't make it, if you can't pick up something, if you can't do something, she has the ability to. It's going to be very, very helpful for her to be able to drive. And then this should go without saying, but just spend time with her, regardless of how busy you're at your job, your business, your school, anything else you're in. Guys, don't let your professional life, get in the way of your personal life. And I do agree, it's very hard to have a good professional life if you're having trouble in your personal life. If you're having trouble at home with the family, it's going to be very difficult to focus at work. So allocate some time. I know we're all busy. I get it. I get it. I know what you're going to say. Hey, I'm super busy. As busy as you are, your love life and the people in your life come first. When people are, on their deathbed, it's very rare to hear someone say, man, I wish I would have spent more time in the office, right? Spend time with your loved ones. You can't get time back. You can always make more money. So always set aside some time for her. Don't ignore her. And I'll just say, in conclusion to all of this, just spend time with her. Let her, see your family and friends. It's basically welcoming her, allowing her to feel comfortable. If she feels comfortable in your home country and you're helping her out, you're helping her with driving, you're allowing her to, meet your family and friends, and you're integrating her into society, she's going to feel a lot better. It's tough when someone comes to a new nation. It's going to be tough to integrate into society. But if you can make that easy for her, she's going to be an awesome wife, and you're going to have a great life with her and a great long-term relationship and a family. So if you're interested, you can definitely give a call or a text message to 380-93-238-1355. Guys, I wish you the best of luck getting your new love life, your Ukrainian wife, over here to wherever you live in the Western Hemisphere or whatever your home country is, and helping her integrate, feel comfortable. And I wish you the best of luck in your long-term relationships. I'll see you soon. Take care. Stay well. All the best.